It is against the rules outlined in the National Electrical Code, or NEC, to use Schedule 40 PVC conduit as a substitute for electrical metallic tubing, or IMT, or rigid galvanized steel, or RGS, conduit within residential buildings. The NEC specifies approved wiring methods and materials for different applications, and Schedule 40 PVC is generally not permitted for interior wiring in homes. Several reasons contribute to this restriction. Firstly, PVC conduit does not provide a grounding path. Metal conduits like EMT and RGS can serve as equipment grounding conductors, helping to ensure electrical safety by providing a low impedance path for fault currents to return to the source. This grounding path is essential for tripping circuit breakers or fuses in the event of a fault, thereby minimizing the risk of electrical shock or fire. PVC, being a non-conductive material, cannot fulfill this grounding function. Secondly, PVC conduit is not as mechanically strong as EMT or RGS. It is more susceptible to physical damage, such as impacts or crushing, which can compromise the integrity of the wiring system. In residential environments where wiring may be exposed to various hazards, the superior mechanical protection offered by metal conduits is crucial. Thirdly, PVC conduit has limitations in its fire resistance compared to metal conduits. While PVC is flame retardant, it can still melt and release harmful gases when exposed to high temperatures. Metal conduits, on the other hand, provide better fire protection by containing flames and preventing the spread of fire. The NEC prioritizes safety and aims to minimize fire hazards in buildings, hence the preference for metal conduits in many applications. Fourthly, the NEC specifies requirements for the types of wiring methods permitted in different locations and occupancies. These requirements take into account factors such as the potential for physical damage, the presence of flammable materials, and the need for grounding. In residential settings, the NEC typically requires the use of wiring methods that provide adequate protection against these hazards. Fifthly, using Schedule 40 PVC in place of EMT or RGS may also violate local building codes or regulations. Local authorities often adopt and enforce the NEC, but they may also have additional requirements or restrictions. It is important to consult with local electrical inspectors or building officials to ensure compliance with all applicable codes. Sixthly, when installing electrical wiring in homes, it is crucial to follow the NEC guidelines and use approved wiring methods and materials. Failure to do so can result in unsafe conditions, electrical hazards, and potential code violations. It is recommended to consult with a qualified electrician who is familiar with the NEC and local codes to ensure that the electrical installation is done safely and correctly. Seventhly, alternative wiring methods that are commonly used in residential electrical installations include non-metallic sheathed cable, or NM cable, also known as Romex, which is suitable for dry locations and concealed wiring. Electrical metallic tubing, or IMT, which provides good mechanical protection and can be used in exposed or concealed locations. Rigid metal conduit, or RMC, which offers the highest level of mechanical protection and is suitable for outdoor or hazardous locations. Flexible metal conduit, or FMC, which is used for short runs and connections to equipment that requires flexibility. Eighthly, the NEC contains detailed specifications for the installation of these wiring methods, including requirements for support, spacing, and grounding. It is important to follow these specifications carefully to ensure a safe and reliable electrical installation. Ninthly, when selecting a wiring method, consider the specific requirements of the application, the environmental conditions, and the potential for physical damage. Choose a wiring method that provides adequate protection and meets the NEC requirements. Tenthly, always prioritize safety when working with electricity. Turn off the power before working on any electrical circuits, and use appropriate safety equipment, such as insulated tools and personal protective equipment. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to hire a qualified electrician to do the work. The NEC is a comprehensive set of standards that covers all aspects of electrical installations, from wiring methods to overcurrent protection to grounding. It is updated every 3 years to reflect changes in technology and best practices. Staying current with the latest edition of the NEC is essential for electrical professionals and anyone involved in electrical work. Understanding the NEC requirements for wiring methods is crucial for ensuring electrical safety in residential buildings. By using approved wiring methods and following the NEC guidelines, you can minimize the risk of electrical hazards and protect your home and family. Remember that while Schedule 40 PVC has its uses in certain applications, it is not a suitable substitute for ENT or RGS in residential interior wiring due to its lack of grounding capabilities, lower mechanical strength, and limited fire resistance. Always consult with a qualified electrician and adhere to the NEC and local codes to ensure a safe and compliant electrical installation. Ignoring these regulations can lead to dangerous situations, potentially causing electrical shocks, fires, and property damage. Adherence to the NEC and proper installation techniques are paramount for maintaining a safe and reliable electrical system in any home. Always verify the latest edition of the NEC and any local amendments before beginning any electrical work. Proper planning, material selection, and execution are vital for a successful and safe electrical installation. If unsure, seek the expertise of a licensed electrical contractor to ensure compliance and safety. Electrical safety is a critical aspect of home ownership and should never be taken lightly.